Now, Corinne, digging in the weeds a little bit about talks about these appropriations, what is the construct of these meetings that the White House is having with Republicans, or Democrats and Republicans are working on these appropriations?
So I have said for many, many weeks now that as House Republicans were leading us to the brink of a potential shutdown, that members here of the White House, we had our Office of Legislative Affairs, we had the OMB Director, Shalonda Young, I think she's spoken to this very recently, had regular conversations and have been in regular conversations with members in Congress. Don't have anything specific to share. I'm not going to go into private conversations, but we've also been very clear, like while we have had dialogue with members of Congress, this is something when it comes to keeping the government open, when it comes to, moving forward with this deal that the president made with Congress. A deal is a deal, as you've heard us say many times. It is up to them. It is for them. This is their basic job, is to keep the government open.
So do you believe that there's a ramp up, or is it still the same in efforts to prevent kicking the can down the road again with another CR?
But they shouldn't have to. They shouldn't have to wait 45 days, right, to deal with this. House Republicans could get this done. We should not have to wait 45 days. There's no excuse for another crisis here. This is what the president said yesterday. They got to do their jobs. We should not be looking towards 45 days from now and trying to figure out where we're going to be. This is something that they can take care of now.
And lastly, you say chaos. Does this chaos that includes this motion to vacate, does that put a chink in all of the works to try to move towards getting a new budget solution?
I mean, the chaos is clear. I mean, you all have reported it, what we're seeing with House Republicans. It's pure chaos. There's extreme group of people in the Republican conference that is putting forth these extreme pieces of legislation that is hurting, that would hurt American families. I just talked about the 30% that they want to cut in Meals on Wheels, education, you name it. Programs that are critical to Americans across the country. That's the chaos. That's what they're trying to head us down the road. And they almost shut down the government. And so it is, let's not forget, and I believe the director said this yesterday, like 200 Democrats, more than 200 Democrats voted to keep the government open. So we know where House Democrats are, right? We know that they want to do their jobs. It's the chaos that we're seeing from House Republicans that led us to this crisis, and we don't need this.
Good afternoon, friends. Congress has officially dodged a government shutdown this October. However, this government spending bill will only last for 45 days. I know that many of you are wondering what will happen next. Well, the continuing resolution does affect some select households. There are also at least 3 Social Security changes you need to know about before 2024. My dear friends, please make sure that you watch until the end of this video to hear about all of the details. Also, every Friday, I will be announcing several winners for the Walmart gift card giveaway. If you would like to enter the weekly giveaway, friends, please click and like several of my videos, and then comment below the keyword of each video that you watch. The more videos that you comment on, friends, the greater your chances of winning these giveaways. In a surprising turn of events, Congress managed to avert a government shutdown on Saturday, despite weeks of no progress in keeping the government operational. This temporary deal, termed a continuing resolution, maintains government funding levels until November 17, 2023, effectively postponing a resolution while lawmakers negotiate a more permanent solution. While the bipartisan support for the continuing resolution in both the House and Senate is noteworthy, it did not satisfy everyone. The lead up to the September 30th funding expiration saw House Republicans embroiled in internal conflicts, especially regarding spending cuts demanded by conservative hardliners. These proposed cuts unlikely to pass in the Democratic-controlled Senate, created a tense situation for moderate GOP lawmakers. The extension of government funding brings a momentary sigh of relief for millions of Americans, including federal workers and beneficiaries of government assistance. Without the threat of a shutdown, federal employees will not face furloughs, and families relying on programs like WIC can continue receiving support. If a government shutdown had occurred, non-essential federal workers will have faced furloughs, while essential workers would have worked without pay until the shutdown ends. Programs like WIC would have been paused, jeopardizing access to essential food and baby formula for vulnerable populations. House Speaker Kevin McCarthy celebrated the passage of the stopgap in the House, but it comes with many challenges. Facing a potential ousting from conservative hardliners led by Representative Matt Gaetz, Kevin McCarthy is navigating internal party conflicts. Matt Gaetz, who threatened to file a motion to vacate, announced plans to challenge McCarthy after the stopgap deal, which received more Democratic than Republican support. While Speaker McCarthy initially resisted collaboration with Democrats, the looming shutdown compelled a shift in strategy. House Democrats claimed victory for avoiding a shutdown and emphasized McCarthy's acknowledgement of defeat. But hardline conservatives disrupted McCarthy's attempts to avert a shutdown at every turn. Their rejection of spending bills and previous short-term deals forced Speaker McCarthy to navigate a delicate balance, ultimately pushing through a stopgap without spending cuts in collaboration with Democrats. In the face of challenges from within his party, Kevin McCarthy welcomed the challenge and dismissed threats of ousting, signaling a complex political landscape ahead. So, dear friends, what are your thoughts on all of this? Please let me know what your thoughts are in the comments section below. The coming year has significant changes in store for Social Security, both for retirees, collecting benefits, and workers still paying into the program. The SSA will not confirm any changes until mid-October. However, President Biden has made reforming the program a key component of his first term in office, and 2024 will almost certainly bring changes that impact both current and incoming beneficiaries. First is that you'll receive a bigger check, but not by much. The president does not control COLAs. Annual benefit adjustments follow a formula mandated by Congress, but potential changes to that formula could more realistically address the cost increases that seniors and retirees cope with in retirement. Biden has proposed using the Consumer Price Index for the elderly to gauge inflation and calculate benefit adjustments instead of the current CPIW, which excludes several critical expenses which are common to retirees. According to the SSA, the change would increase annual COLAs by an average of 0.2 percentage points, although the change would not take effect until December 2025. Biden has also proposed subjecting all income over $400,000 a year to payroll taxes and eventually closing the donut hole between $160,200 and $400 over several years. It is part of a plan to address a looming shortfall that will deplete trusts that fund the program in the next decade without increasing taxes on middle-class families. Well, my amazing and most marvelous friends, that is the end of my daily stimulus update video for today. Dear friends, thank you so very much for being part of this community. To say thank you and to show my appreciation, every Friday I will be announcing several winners for the Walmart gift card giveaway. Please, friends, make sure you enter the giveaway by clicking and liking several of my videos, and then comment below the keyword of each video that you watch. The more videos that you comment on, friends, the greater your chances of winning these giveaways. Thank you and have a wonderful and very blessed week.